Want to know the right way to contact your ex? Well, you want to watch until the end of this video because I'm going to reveal 3 key information you must have in order to make first contact the correct way. Hi guys, this is Ashley, the dating and relationship coach that won't let you give up on love. Now, before we get into the letter, how we're going to make contact, please keep in mind you still need to have an overarching plan of how to get them back. A lot of people make the misconception that if only they can get their ex to listen to them, to talk to them, to respond, then they can get them back. It's as easy as that. But in reality, it's the act of getting them come back is very counterintuitive. So a lot of people go into just using logic, using arguments to try to convince their ex to come back, when really you should be using emotions. Trigger the right emotions, and then once your ex is feeling the emotions, they will start to gravitate towards you themselves, and then they will convince themselves why they need to come back and using their logic to convince them to come back. If you'd like to know how, just go to my website, exbackashley.com, for more information. Getting into how to make contact with your ex. First, we must have some prep work. There are 4 things you need to check off to make sure you're ready for contact. Because if you're not ready for contact, if you try to prematurely contact your ex, you're probably going to annoy them. They're going to ignore you. They're going to get into an argument with you, and then they just hang up on you, and it's not going to end well. And you're just reinforcing the negativity that they already know, from your relationship. So you want to avoid that tornado of horror. Okay, so the prep work is, before you make contact, make sure you, 1, agree with the breakup. You are no longer arguing with them. You're on their side. You may not like that the breakup has happened, but you understand why it must have happened. You can understand why it needed to happen. Number 2, you have started to reinvent yourself, which means you're going back to your grassroots, rediscovering who you are, what you like to do, and you are getting back into what feels good for you. So doing the things daily that make you feel good, creating your own routine again. Number 3, you've started to analyze what went wrong in the relationship. And once again, this is an ongoing process. So you may need some time to process what really went wrong, because as we find out more pieces of information, as we speak to more people, as you speak to your ex maybe, or as you read more relationship books or watch more YouTube videos, you may find bits and pieces of information you didn't realize before. So this is an ongoing process of what went wrong with the relationship, so you will not make the same mistakes next time. And lastly, number 4 is to check your emotional state. So 10 being, if you're completely hysterical about the breakup, you're going to break into tears at any point, or 0 is if you don't care at all, you should be sitting around a 4 or 5, somewhere in the middle. So you should be composed enough or okay enough to actually have a conversation, a normal conversation with your ex if they were to contact you. If you checked all of those off, then you're ready for contact. And once again, if you're not ready, that's okay. Stay in no contact. It's better to stay no contact than to try to contact too early. Now, how to contact your ex? There are 2 simple rules to start with. So rule number 1, keep it super short. Your text message should be under 100 words long or 2 short paragraphs long. So you're not writing a massive long love letter, you're not writing an essay, you're not spending ages constructing this letter. It's just very simple. And the second rule is you're not going to ask any questions. Okay, so no, how are you? How's your mom? How's the job going? How's the cats? No questions at all. Now this is going to seem, once again, very counterintuitive, but like I said, a lot of the things you need to do to get your ex back is not going to be very obvious. Let's get into the structure of this text message. Number 1, you must start with the cleanup. The cleanup is where you clean up bad feelings. So you want to say to your ex, I'm sorry for my behavior lately. You're a great person and I learned a lot from you. I understand why now you were unhappy. Okay, so you're just cleaning up some of the things you may have said that you regret, things you've done in the relationship that you regret. Just a quick cleanup. You don't have to go into length and details about this. Number 2 is the great news. You want to share something that's happening in your life that's new and that you're excited about. So you can say, I finally started writing that book that I wanted to write. I finally started taking cooking lessons. I finally started going to the gym, or I finally started taking dancing lessons, and it's a lot of fun. So you want to say the new thing that you're doing and you're having a lot of fun. And you can add to that, maybe someday I'll tell you about it, just to leave that open. And then the last thing you want to include in your text message is the close. So the close is where you say, call me if you ever want to chat. And you want to sign off, talk later, your name. Very simple. So the close is important because even though you're not asking your ex any questions, you're leaving it up to them to say, you're welcome to contact me if you want. Okay, give them a very low resistance barrier of entry, that if they want to contact you, it's okay, but you're not asking them they have to contact. A lot of people, if they want their ex back, they'll be quick to ask questions and appear super needy, because what they're really wanting is that validation from the ex to, give them what they make them feel better or give them what they want. But of course, when you do that, it's going to come across very needy, very desperate, and your ex just doesn't want to do that, okay? So to keep it low barrier, you just don't want to ask any questions, but to leave it up to them to decide if they are ready to contact you. So that is my simple 3-act structure for the letter. Now, if you're in a slightly different situation, if you're currently in contact or your ex is just so angry that they're not talking to you at all, then you'll want to use a couple of modified templates of this contact letter. I have a great tool called the Magic Eraser and the Seed Letter, which is available once again at my website, exbackashley.com. Please leave your comment below for a personalized response. You can also like this video if you like me and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with another video soon next week.